Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go. It is time, it is time, it is time, it is time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Sleek Ninja workout. Ow, ow, ow! It is Transformation Tuesday. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We got a great workout for you today, but more importantly today, we are focusing on recovery. What up, Chef? The man, the myth. I love showing up with those guns. He always shows up guns first. That's how we roll in the chefing world. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, so good to see you. Uh-oh, somebody is traveling. Looks like you're in a foreign location. I love it. I love it. Hopefully everybody has access to a foam roller today, ladies and gentlemen, because we are. Oh, that looks super cute, Lisa. I love that. I love it. It's always a tour. It's a very, oh, welcome to the greenery. Be still my Floridian heart. That looks like home. That looks like home. And an aqua house. Lisa, did we ever tell you that my mom and I, we grew, or I guess my family grew up in an aqua house? It's very Florida. That's very Florida centric, is that color. That is actually my mom's favorite color, and I love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, everybody. It is a kind of gray day here out in Los Angeles. What's up, Michelle? So good to see you. All right, real fast before we get started. So again, everyone, just want to give everybody a heads up real fast. Today, we're going to be doing some workout, but today is going to be primarily a foam rolling day. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So, hopefully you have access to your foam roller. Everybody thumbs up. Do we have a foam roller? Access to one of them? Lisa, do we have foam rolling? Say yes. She's like, yeah. Uh-oh. Bloop. No foam rolling? Oh no. Oh no. All right. We will figure it out. We'll get it all worked out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started with our workout. We are going to let everybody in. I know Paola is joining. All right, we got 1 minute on our clock, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to start off with some agitators, lovely agitators. Here we go. 1 minute is on the clock. Shoulders are high. We are rotating through, and here we go. And let's work. Nice and light on those feet. 1 minute is on the clock. We are just getting the body warmed up here. Like I said, today is a big foam rolling day. Beautiful. Here we go. Let me let Tom in. Beautiful. Hey, Claire. So great to see you. I love that color on you. That is a beautiful color. Here we go. Hands are high. Rotate through those shoulders. I love it. I'm not even able to get going agitating because everybody keeps coming into the room. I love this. Yes, keep me busy letting folks in. Woo! Rotate through. We got 15 seconds. Staying with it, ladies and gentlemen. Shoulders are up. Chest is proud. Tom, the man, the myth, the legend. Welcome, buddy. Good to see ya. We are rotating through. Agitators are how we're starting. Rotate through that core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, everybody. Knee hugs are coming up next. Again, just loosening up these hips, stretching out those hamstring quad. We're bringing that knee up to the body, grabbing, holding for a beat, and then down nice and gentle. Now, one thing I want to do, I want to make sure that we focus when we're doing this. We're not just throwing that knee up. Let's be deliberate with that movement, intentional with that movement, opening up those hips. Yes, this should feel so good. I think I've been carrying a lot of stress in my right hip because it keeps popping every time I'm doing it. Is that what it is, Michelle? Yep. I figured that was as much. I like to keep all my stress right about here in this general area. No, just kidding, everybody. That's why I'm here with you guys. We're here to work it out to get better together. Beautiful. We got about 10 more seconds. Stay with it. Challenging that balance. Totally good. So this is one of the things. What up, little sister? Oh, sis, you missed it. Lisa showed us the house she's at. Looked just like the Miami house. Very same color, awnings, the whole deal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into 10 soldiers are coming up next. So for our 10 soldiers, roll those shoulders back, engage that core. And again, we're bringing that leg to the opposite hand. We're not throwing it up. We're controlled. We're in control of our situation here. Yes, beautiful, everybody. Stretching out those hamstrings. Now, if you do it on exhale, we also get a little ab work. Nice, everybody. Beautiful. Now, this is just a reminder, hopefully everybody has access to a foam roller, because it's foam roller day. Foam, yeah, Claire, I love it. Claire, you and me, I think A, I'm loving your teal shirt. B, we got the foam roller game in full effect. I'm rocking this, I love it. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, everybody. Sumo squats are coming up next. Now, what I want to do again, this is a recovery day. We're going to wake this week up. We're going to start the week off right, getting better, sort of building a foundation for strength for this week. So, recovery is the name of the game today. For this, we're going to sink down, sumo squat. Now, I don't just want you to fire back up. We're stretching. Yes, chef. You know that's the way. Always the way with that. We're down. Stretch out those hamstrings, those inner thighs, press up through those heels to stand it back up. Beautiful, nice and slow. We're waking up. The thing I want to do with these sumo squats, I really want to emphasize opening those hips. That's really important. So many of us carry knee, back pain in our hips. Hips, ankles are a big one for knee and back pain. So we're going to wake them up. Press over those hips. Good. Down. Excellent. Let's get a couple more in. We got about 10 more seconds. See if we can challenge ourselves, get down a little bit lower, press up to those heels to bring us back up. Nice and controlled for 3, 2, and 1. Love it. Great, Michelle. That was awesome. Very nice. Now, reverse lunge is coming up next. So normally, you know, we do our one side. Let's go both sides today. So we're going a big step back, both arms up. And then we want to reach up to the sky. If we can even add a little bit of a back bend to that if you're feeling it today. So nice and gentle today. Today's going to be a little bit different. It's not like a Thunder Tuesday. This is like a Transformation Tuesday. We're just waking up. Lots going on in the world right now. So we're just going to be here. We're going to release some tension. We're going to release some stress together. Finding that trauma that we've developed, all those knots, all those muscles that we've made sore over the past 2-3 years together. Let's see if we can find a little bit of that and release it today. Beautiful, everybody. We got about another 15 seconds. Staying with it. Big stretch. Excellent. For 5, 4, 3, awesome shirt, Michelle. 2 and 1. Yeah, go team Trinito the trainer. What up? All right, everybody. That was round 1. As y'all know, we always do 2. Man, it is a gray day here. I'm like, I feel like can you guys see me okay? Everybody, it's a little dark, right? Hey, Paola, there she is. I thought I saw you come in. Agitators are coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple seconds. Shake it out. Arms out, shoulders high. Let's have some fun, yeah? Nice and light on those feet. We are rotating through the hips, waking those shoulders up, keeping those elbows high. Yes, feeling that little bit of burn, little bit of activity up here. Now, as we rotate, we're rotating through the hips. So, rotate through those obliques. Yes. Find yourself a nice groove. Rotate through. Shake it out. Good, we're about halfway. Letting it all go, everybody. You guys are doing so good. It is so good to see you. It is a Transformation Tuesday. We're going to transform a lot of that muscle fatigue, a lot of the trauma we're dealing with into, well, pain. But it'll be a good pain. It's that release of pain. Oh, let me see. Keep going, everybody. You got 20 seconds. Don't you stop. I get to stop to read. No one else. No, I'm just kidding. You guys keep going. Come on. For 5. With all the stress going out there. Yes, Michelle. So if anyone is interested and available, Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific time, Michelle teaches amazing Qigong class. Very good for stress. Very good for trauma. Beautiful. For 5, 4, stay with it. 3, 2, and beautiful, everybody. Knee hugs are coming up next. Engage that core, challenge that balance. Now, if you find your balance, if this is too challenging for your balance, which it can happen, it's totally okay to lean against a wall or to find yourself against a table. And we'll do the same thing. Notice, We're just taking the gravity out of it. If you need to. If not, I encourage you to challenge your balance. Bringing that knee up. Ooh, that right hip. Man, I did fight this weekend, so that probably has something to do with it. Very nice, everybody, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Tin soldiers are coming up next. Everybody, do me a favor, roll those shoulders back. I see a lot of here. I want here. Let's make that chest proud. There we go. And now, we exhale as we bring that foot up. Take your time with this movement, stretching that hamstring, releasing tension in those hips. Beautiful, everybody. Range of motion, keeping that leg nice and straight. Shoulders back. Now you want to bring those scapula together, or imagine you are. Beautiful. We got about 20 seconds. Stay with it, everybody. We're just waking up. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Waking up that body. Woo! Here we go. 10 seconds to go, everybody. Here it is. Engaging that core. So pumped. 5, 4, 3. Keep it up. 2, and 1. Beautiful, everybody. Sumo squats are coming up next. Absolutely. Let's do it for the cap. Let's do it for the sumo. Wah! Yes. Now again, what we want to do with this movement, we're opening our hips. So knees are going to be flared out. We want to make sure also that our knees are pointed over our toes, pressing through those heels to squeeze those gluteus. Big stretch for that inner thigh. Challenge your range of motion, everybody. That's what this goal, or the goal of this is activation is. Sink down, find that deep squat, press up to that heel. We are all about range of motion and movement quality here at Train with Joel. Good, down. Yes, beautiful. What we're doing is we're training. So that way, when we sneeze, we don't throw out our back. We can get something up off the ground. If you drop your phone, you're not like, oh, there goes my back. Not on my watch, ladies and gentlemen. Not on my watch. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and beautifully done, everybody. Very nice step. Excellent work. All right, reverse lunges coming up next. Last bit of the warm-up. Here we go. Big step back. Arms go up. Reach them up to the sky. Lead with those fingertips. Nothing but energy going through those fingers. Beautiful. Ooh, sis, I like the piece of, I like the wall art. Beautiful. That is a quality living room, ladies and gentlemen. Quality living room. Here it is. Big step back. I love it. Reaching up. And it's okay if you get into a little bit of a back bend. Awesome. Awesome work. Just waking it up, warming everything up. There we go. Big step back. Reaching through. Ah, so nice. Staying with it, everybody. We got a few more seconds. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, everybody. There we go. Let's stand it on up. Man, it is a great day. I'm sorry. It is so dark. I'm going to have to break out my other lights here. It's just what I'm seeing. Well, let's get into a leg stretch, please. So let's find a table, chair, bench. We're going to kick that left leg up, releasing it from that hip. We're going to lean in. Left hand comes down to the shin. If you make it to your shin, phenomenal. If you can make it to your toe, absolutely epic. Opening up that shoulder, massaging that kidney. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Switching sides right away. Right leg is up. Reach that right hand down. If you make the shin, phenomenal. If you make it to the toe, excellent. If you even can unhinge that little bit of a hip there, yeah, if you can feel it. So this is an old Muay Thai move where you would actually release that hip a little bit. Feel it, just sort of go. Yeah, see if you can stretch it out and then come in. Ooh, are we feeling it in that hamstring glute connector? Yeah, we are. I love it. 4, 5, 4, 3, massaging that kidney, opening up the torso, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Kneeling quadricep stretch is coming up next. Let's move to the mat. Here we go. Excellent stuff. Let's go left knee forward, right knee is down. Now, you know me, I like to do my 5 little dynamics, and then we settle into a static hold. So, dynamic means that that knee is going over the ankle because we're not training to be bodybuilders. We're training to be athletes here. So, knee over ankle for 1, keeping those hips nice and square to the front of your space. 2, tuck that pelvis in. 3, there you go. No jarring rib cages here. 4, and now we hold, pressing those hips forward. Gaze goes up to the sky, squeezing that right glute. That's going to help you keep those hips nice and square for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Other side right away. Left knee is down, right knee is forward. So again, 5 dynamics followed by a static. So 1. Good. That dynamic is just a small movement. 2. Excellent, everybody. 3. There we go. 4. Yes. Keeping elasticity. And pressing through. Squeeze that left glute cheek. That's going to keep those hips nice and square. And press that quad stretched home. I love it. For 5. 4. Gaze is up. 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Let's go to tabletop position. We got our yoga stretch coming up next. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick that left leg back, right arm is forward. Closing those eyes for 10, 9, 8, core is engaged, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze that glute, 2, and 1. Beautifully done. Let's go to the other side right away. Right leg is back, left arm is forward, tuck that chin, making the body as long as possible for 10, 9, 8, 7, feel the stretch in those abs, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You know what? That was so nice. We're going to do it twice. Here we go. Back again, same side. Right arm forward, left leg is back, eyes are closed. 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze that left glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's go to that other side right away. Right leg is back, left arm is forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. Look, I know I said it was a relaxation day. I know we said we're going to get into some foam rolling, but not before we activate those glutes. Everybody, down on the mat. Let's go to our backs, please. Go into our back sides. Laying on the back, I want shoulders flat on the mat, please. We are going to do glute bridges. And you're right, everybody. We got to start off with a single leg because that's really the only way we can activate each of those glutes individually. So what I want you to do, I want you to lay on your back. I want you to reach down. You should be able to touch your heels or at least get close to it. Reach down, touch those heels. We're going to extend that left leg up. That means our right leg is doing the work. So left leg, if you can, we want it extended. Heel to the sky, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. It's right side, starting. We got 15 on each side, starting in 3. Lead that heel to the sky, 2, and let's work. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, Lisa, you need to flip, young lady. We're doing glute bridges. I love where your head's at. You're almost right there. You were doing the same sort of thing. Love it, everybody. Opposite leg. So let's get that right leg in the sky. Yep, right leg is in the sky. Left leg is working. Heel to the sky, everybody. And give Lisa a second to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, press to that heel, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Drop that heel. Now we're going together. Both legs working it in unison. Here we go. Starting in 3, in 2. Let's work for 1, 2, 3, arms out to the side, 4, squeezing those glutes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 10 to go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, holding on 1, 2, and hold, 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 squeezing those glutes, sending nutrient-rich blood into those beautifully formed glutes that we have worked so hard to create. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Beautifully done. Just gently set those glutes down. Let's roll it over. Tabletop position, ladies and gentlemen. I want hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Ooh, I know, a lot of transitions already. That's how we do, though. We're getting functional movement, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We got half hydrants starting off on the right side. Half hydrants on the right, starting off in 3, in 2. Let's work. 4, 1, 2, opening those hips, 3, 4, good, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 5 to go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Let's go to that other side right away. And 1, 2, 3, good, 4, 5, 6, open those hips, 7, 8, good, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, get that knee up, 9, 10, 5 to go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Let's gently move to those forearms, please. Gently move to those forearms. We are doing rainbows. Now, it is a gloomy day here in Los Angeles. June gloom is fully upon me. I think probably in a couple of other areas as well. Do I see it in Monterey as well? Always in PG. That's always in PG. So what we're going to do, we're going to call out for some rainbows, shall we? We want rainbows! Uh-oh, I see some faces. The face of realization when you're like, oh, I hate rainbows. Oh. Down to those forearms, ladies and gentlemen. Right leg is first. Now again with the rainbow. We are slow and controlled. We're not just throwing it over. I want a big, beautiful arc, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, down on those forearms. Right leg first. Here we go, starting in 3, in 2, let's work. So over and 1, over and 2, over and 3, over and 4, over and 5, over and 6, slow it down, over and 7, yes, thank you, over and 8, over and 9, over and 10, 5 to go, over and 5, over and 4, over and 3, over and 2, over and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Let's go to that left leg right away. Ready, and let's work. Over and 1. Nice. Over and 2. Keeping it slow and controlled. Over and 3. Over and 4. Over and 5. Over and 6. Over and 7. Over and 8. Over and 9. Over and 10, 5 to go, over and 5, over and 4, over and 3, over and 2, over and 1. Beautiful. Sorry, I didn't know. I was like, do I want to go over and 0? No, no, that didn't even make sense. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right coming out of my mouth hole. Good job, everybody. Very nice. Stay there, though. Stay there. That's an excellent call, Lisa. I think we should do a low plank since we're in this position already. Here we go on those forearms, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Now, with that low plank, we are pressing back through those heels. I want those glutees squeezed nice and tight. Abs are on fire and rock solid, ladies and gentlemen. We got 45 seconds on the clock. Everybody in plank position. Plank, plank, plank. I'm not starting until I see it. Be good to your fellow teammates. And here we go. That's work. Staying with it. All right, so pressing back through those heels, engaging that core, squeezing those glutes. Now, I want you to drop your glutes a little bit if you find them high. If you're sticking them up, drop them a little bit down. Paola, drop them just down a little bit. There you go. There you go. Chef, you too. Just a little bit if you can, brother. There it is. Nice. Engage that core. No, so when you have your glutes a little higher, once you lower them, pressing back through that heel is actually helps with that. Keep breathing. Focus on your breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You got 15 seconds. Staying with it, everybody. You can do this. Nice. Focus on the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and excellent work, you guys. Release gently down. Beautifully done. All right. Let's roll it on over. Now, I told you, we're foam rolling, but we got to earn that foam roll. All right. You know I wasn't just going to throw you in and be like, all right, nice and easy. Everybody gets a foam roll. No. No. Okay. We are building that foam roll today. Back on our backs, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I love that everybody got there. I was like, you guys just know me so well. Single arm are coming up next. Here we go. I'm sorry, single leg. I guess single arm doesn't make sense. Single leg. Let's get that right leg in the air. We are working that left leg. Right heel is in the air. We are leading with that heel. Left leg is working. Starting in 3, in 2. Let's work for 1, 2, 3, 4, feeling it in that left glute. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hands out to the side, please. Palms up. 5, 4. Shoulders against the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done. Set that foot down. Switch it. And 1, 2, 3. Lead with that heel, please. 4, 5, 6. You can do it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that heel. 20 together. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to squeeze the glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should be feeling nothing in your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job, everybody. 9, 25 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Let's roll it on over. Rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Over. Yeah, sorry. I'm a child of the 90s, and that was the horrible music we listened to. I know a couple of you know what I'm talking about. Oh, 90s in Florida especially. It was a rough time. It was a rough time for music. All right, here we go, everybody. We got our half hydrants, but I agree, half hydrants just weren't enough. Let's go half plus 1. We're only going to 15 here. Half plus 1, everybody, on that right side. So we're doing a half hydrant, then we're doing a full extension. Half plus 1 on that right side, starting in 3, in 2. Let's work for half plus 1. Half and 2. Half and 3. Half and 4. Absolutely, Claire. Half and 5. Half and 6. Half and 7. Half and 8. Half and 9. Half and hold. Ooh, yeah. Hold it, hold it. Beautiful. 3, 2, we got 5 to go, and half and 1, half and 2, half and 3, half and 4, half and 5. Beautifully done, everybody. Beautifully done. All right, other side right away. There we go. Well, wrists will be done after this, guys. You guys are almost there. Here we go. Left side, half and 1. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's work. So half and 1, half and 2, half and 3, half and 4, half and 5, half and 6, half and 7, half and 8, half and 9. We're holding 10, half and hold. Good, beautiful. For 3, get it up. 2, yeah, and let's continue. Half and 1, half and 2, half and 3, half and 4, half and 5. Beautifully done, ladies and gentlemen. So nice. Let's go to those forearms, please. We got rainbows coming up next. They were pretty much done. Then we go into the ultimate So any of us who've known the foam rolling sessions are not ultimate relaxation. Those are find the pain and lean in. And that's what we're going to do. All right, everybody, forearms, right leg is extended. Rainbows on that right side, please. Again, this is slow and controlled. I want big swooping arcs with those feet. Here we go, everybody. Right leg, yep, exactly. You know who I'm talking to. Right side, here we go. And over, and 1. Over, and 2. Over, and 3. Over, and 4. Over, and 5. Excellent, everybody. Over, and 6. Way to stay with the pace. Over, and 7. Over, and 8. Over, and 9. Over, and 10. 5 to go. Over, and 5. Over, and 4. Over, and 3. Over, and 2. Over, and 1. Beautiful. Let's go to that other leg, please. Extend that left leg. Right knee comes in. Here we go. Over, and 1. Over, and 2. Over, and 3. Over, and 4. Over, and 5. Over, and 6. Good stretch. Over, I love it. 7. Over, and 8. Great work, everybody. Over, and 9. Over, and 10. 5 to go. Over, and 5. Over, and 4. Over, and 3. Over, and 2. Over, and 1. Beautiful, everyone. Stay there. We have 1 minute. 1 minute? Who could do 1 minute? My Train with Joel crew can. That's who can. 1 minute of plank. Let's go down nice and low, everybody. You got this. Remember, the goal is, especially when we're down low, pushing off, you want to push back through those heels, squeezing those glutes and engaging that core. That's going to keep it all nice and tight. And then the big thing, this is what always gets me, focusing on my breath. It takes the pain away. It takes the intention away from just being like, oh, I'm just pressing. Down on those forearms. Here we go. 1 minute is on the clock. Starting in 3, in 2. Let's work, everybody. Here we go. Engage that core. Press back to those heels. Now, I want you to drop the glutes just a little bit. We don't want to be in a downward dog. Nice. Very good. Great adjustment. Great adjustment right there. Dropping those glutes. As we drop those glutes, we press back to those heels. Really, really find some power there, everybody. You guys are doing so good. Focusing on your breath. Into the nose. Out to the mouth. Small breaths, control, control. You got this. The core should feel rock solid right now. Glutes are firing. I love it. You're halfway there, everybody. Staying with it. You got this. Focus on your breath. The breath work is everything. Drop those glutees a little bit. Good, good, good. Almost there. We got 15 seconds, you guys. 15. You can make this. Again, breathe. You can do it. You can do it. We're almost there. Almost there. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and beautifully done, everybody. Release. Ow, ow, ow. Yes. You guys, awesome work today. Awesome, awesome stuff. Let's grab a quick sip of water. Roll out your pad if you haven't done it already, and grab your foam roller. All right. This is the time. This is a foam rolling time. Now, I know I'm no Nino the trainer. I get that. Nino he's very, very good at this. I can't tell you, I had to watch a lot of footage of Nino. I had to be like, all right. Welcome, Asha. You're just in time for the foam rolling session. Hopefully you have a foam roller. Yes. Love it. All right. First of all, let me thank everybody for showing up. Tom, awesome. Perfect, perfect right there. That's the way. Perfect one. All right, now again, everybody, we've talked about these before. There are different foam rollers. There are some like this is a little bit more soft. I have one of the harder, more firm ones. It really just depends on what you can take. And again, if it ever feels too uncomfortable, too difficult, release it. We don't have to hang on to it. But we do, one of the things we've found with this tension, in order to release that tension, we have to find it and add pressure. It's 9 to 20 seconds of pressure onto that point. So what that does is by holding that pressure on, we're actually forcing that muscle, forcing that knot to release a little bit. A lot of people just roll over it, and that's good. You can release some tension, you get some blood flow through there. But if we really want to make that knot disappear, we're gonna have to hold it on. Let's everybody grab our foam rollers. We're gonna go to the mat. I apologize, I'm gonna actually need notes here because I did take notes on this. We are going to start off, ladies and gentlemen, with our right glute. So, right glute is going to be number 1. So what I would like you to do, we're going to sit on our foam roller. We're going to put our hands back. We're going to cross, going into our figure 4 stretch. And then we're going to bring that left hand to our shin. So I want you to lean in on that right glute. So what we're going to do, find that right glute. Find the lean in. Let me check the chat here real fast. Make sure everybody's in there. So while everybody's in that pose, yes, we're bringing that knee up. Details. Yes, I will do that. We will qigong into the train control class. All right. So everybody, let's actually. What did I say? Did I say the left foot? Yes. All right. So what we're gonna do? I went the wrong way. So if we have our left foot up, we're going to go to that left glute. My apology there. Sorry again, foam rolling. Still working on this one. Nino's a pro. I'm just a novice at this foam rolling thing, but I'm working on it. So we have the left leg over. We're going to lean onto that left glute. What we want to do is you want to just massage it up and down, finding any points of tension. Now the goal of what we're doing today is we're going to be looking for that pain. Find that area that needs some love. If it feels a little painful, find it, and we want to lean into that area. Again, just by rolling through it, we're going to get blood flow, but we're not actually going to break up any of that fascia. So we want to find that, add some pressure, staying on this left glute for just a few moments here. Beautiful. We're going to lean in. There it is. Hopefully you find a little spot, rolling it up, up, up. So we start low, roll it up, up, up. Beautiful. Finding that area. Then what we're going to do, we're going to externally rotate our left knee to the left. Notice, so we're going to bring it here, we're crossing it over. Feel that tension. Do you feel a little extra pain there? Do we feel a little extra fascia as we roll it to the left? Perfect. What we're doing there, we're getting the outside of the glute right there. Now this is exactly where when we do our clamshells or our hurdle steps, we're activating this muscle. So this muscle is one that we utilize a lot. It's also one that a lot of people overutilize, and it can really cause some knee and hip pain. So we want to activate it, just giving a little extra love there. Beautiful. We're going to stay here for another 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to go to that left quad. Left quad is coming next, everybody. So what I want you to do, I want you to shift your foam roller so that way your right glute, basically all of your glutes are off, but we have that left leg, that left quad underneath. Beautiful. So we're going to roll it over. There we go. Sorry, like I said, still getting it. So we're going to lie over. We want to have our hips nice and square. We're going to have that quad against it. So this is almost where we're in a plank position. Hips are going to be nice and square, massaging through that quad. The quad is the front of your left leg. Now, what I want to do, I want to find a point that actually is, it's a nice little challenge there. We're going to do this 3 times. So we're going to find 3 different points here. I want you to find an area that's a nice tight area. And then what we're going to do, we're going to flex that foot. And bring that heel to our glute, please. There we go. That's 1. We're going to do that 10 times. Same spot, keeping that weight, keeping your weight pressing against that quad for 2. Good. Big stretch. 3. Excellent. Flexing that foot as we go. 4. Perfect. Keeping it quad dominant here. Nice and pressing in that same spot. 5. Good. Do you feel what we're doing? We're sending blood into that area. We're breaking up that fascia. 6. Flexing that foot. 7. Hips are nice and square. Only our left quad is on the mat right now. 8. Good, everybody. 9. Excellent. And 10. Beautiful. Let me check to see if there's any chat. Now, I don't have it. No. All right. Excellent. All right. Well, love it. All right. So we have a couple people with no foam rollers. Sorry, guys. I thought I had let everybody know that last week, but it is okay. So what we're going to do, so that was our first spot to find in that quad. Let's find a second one. I think we all have other areas of tension. Now we're going to do this 2 more times. So let's roll it up that quad, finding our second area of tension on that left side, everybody. Second area of tension, again, keeping it more quad dominant. We're going to roll it through. We find another area, flex that foot, and we pedal 10. So again, bringing that heel to our glute. 2. 3. Good, everybody. 4. 5. 6. Now, what I want you to do while doing this, bring that core into your navel. 7. So we're keeping our abs nice and tight. 8. That's going to help protect your back. 9. Good, everybody. And 10. Beautiful. Now we rolling that foam roller just into that quad, finding 1 more area of tension. There it is. Nice. Once we found that area, once we found that fascia we need to break up, again, we stay there, keeping the pressure on it. We flex that heel to our glute for 1. Good. 2. Now this is something you guys can do almost anywhere. 3. I like to do this sometimes when I'm watching TV. 4. Or if I'm taking calls with clients. 5. 6. Good, everybody. Big stretch, big extension. 7. Then we contract. 8. 9. Yes, there it is. And for 10. Beautiful. All right. That was our third on that side. Now what we're going to do, we're going to shift it open a little bit. So this was all working the quad. Now we want to work the inner thigh a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our foam roller. We're going to go it lengthwise, so nice and long. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring that knee externally rotated up to the side. Now you want to get your knee at about your hip height. So that way our knee is in alignment with our hip. It's opening nice and wide. Again, we're locking in with that plank. And we're finding, the inner thigh is such a great area to foam roll. This is one that you find a lot of people who end up having some lower back, some knee issues. It, a lot of times is just tightness or fascia in their inner thigh. So what we're doing again, that same thing. We're going to find Little bit of that, we're just gonna find an area, find that tension, and yes, keeping that knee at hip height. Then what we're gonna do is the same thing we did with those full hydrants. Ooh, we extend and back for 1. Out, back for 2. Good, everybody. Out. 3. We're going 10 times. Same thing we did with the quad. 4. Perfect. Let's keep that knee nice and high, please. 5. There it is. Even challenge it. 6. Good. Same spot. Opening. 7. Open. 8. Open. 9. Open. And 10. Beautiful. Now let's find one more spot. We're going to do one more spot on that inner thigh. This should be no problem. A lot of our inner thighs are going to be really tight. This is a great movement. A lot of us sit a lot, and this is one of those things. This is one of those areas that gets really active. It's really tight when we sit too much. So let's roll it in, find a second spot, and we're going to do that same thing. Flex a foot, and we extend for 1. Back. Extend for 2. This is our hydrant motion, making sure that that knee is about hip height. Perfect. 3. Good. 4. 5. Keeping that core engaged, please. Protect that back. 6. Bring that navel into your spine. 7. And 8. Good, everybody. 9. And beautiful. That's 10. Now we're going to find one more spot on that inner thigh. One more spot. This should be our third time. Second time? Third time on this inner side. I think it's third time on this inner thigh. Finding that inner side, we can roll it in so that way we're very close to the hip. Or if you've rolled already in, you can roll it out a little bit. Now what we do want to do, we want to avoid knees. Any sort of joint, there's a lot of nerve endings there. We want to avoid damaging those. So keeping it into the meaty part of your leg, into the muscle part. So again, keeping that knee nice and high. Find a third area on that inner thigh. And I want you to extend, extending through. Perfect. Now, there we go. Now, Paola, bring that knee up a little bit more if we can. There you go. Yep, there it is. Nice. Even if we shift the hips to the right a little bit more, we can bring that knee up a little bit more. Perfect. Chef, I'm checking you out. Looking good. Looking good, everybody. Excellent. Rolling through, finding that area. So we find that tension, and then we extend that leg out. So we're doing our hydrants. Beautiful. So find that area. Keep the tension on it. Yes, there it is. Extending through. Beautiful. Kicking it out to the side. We're doing 10. I'm going to give everybody a few more seconds before we move on. Good. As soon as everybody's ready, ready for you. Thumbs up. Beautiful. For 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work, everybody. Here we go. Let's move to the calves on that left side, please. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit back. I want you to we're going to move the pad to our calves. Now, I want you to find the meaty part of the calf. We want to avoiding that knee. But as we know, we have the horseshoe of the calf right here. There's so many fun areas to play in for this. A lot of us also, we've found a lot of knee injuries, a lot of knee pain comes from tight ankles. That's something we're going to try to avoid by doing this. So what I want you to do, again, if we can, you can press those hips up a little higher. That's going to put a little bit of tension on there. If you want to just keep them down on the mat, totally fine. But we are rolling that we're rolling that calf. Let's find an area of tension, flex the foot, and what we're going to do is we're going to press. So imagine you're pressing the gas and you're releasing. Good. Press the gas. Release. Good. Again, we're doing this 10 times. Finding an area, keeping it at the same area. 3. Extend. 4. Extend. 5. Excellent. Extend. 6. Good, everybody. Extend. 7. Out. 8. Beautiful. 9. And 10. Perfect. Now, a lot of us might have more tension on the side of our calves. I want you to find one more area on that calf, Lean into the pain. I know it's grimace worthy, so it better be, ooh, that feels good? Question mark. And then find that area, and then we extend. Good. What we're doing here is we're finding that area, we're putting pressure on it, and then by extending, by adding flexion, we're sending nutrient-rich blood to heal and release. Good job, everybody. Now we should be on our second area on that left calf. We got 10, press, 10 to the gas. We're pressing the gas, pump that gas, and then back to re-release. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, everybody. All right, release that left side. Here we go. Let's go to the right. So we're gonna start again with that right glute. Let me just check. The ball, you can use the same thing. So the ball, if you have a small, let's see, like a almost like a racket ball or something like that. You can get a little bit of the same, Asha. That I don't love because it's sort of it's the shape is not as good. You can't get as much roll. But what the good thing about the ball is really great for finding small areas in the muscle. So as opposed to a foam roller that you're going to find a bigger area, a little bit more of a wide area, the ball is really good if you have one tight area. You can absolutely get the same thing, but you just want to be more careful with the balance. The flexion is a little harder while on the ball, but it will force those abs to stay a little bit tighter. All right, we got 10 minutes. Let's take us through that right side, everybody. Right side. So we're starting off. Let's bring it back under. We're going to take our right leg. Oof, there it is. We're crossing that right leg over. We are leaning onto that right side. So this is that right glute. There we go. We are finding it. And again, we're finding a pain, finding a area of tension. And we are leaning into that, pressing in. This should feel so good. A lot of the glute medial that we have is really tight. That's an area that I have to work on a lot of clients with. We have to actually force people to be active in that. So this is that same thing that when I have you, when we're doing like lying clamshells, when I have you put your hand on your glute, this is that area that I really want you to focus on hitting. And we press in. There we go. Finding a nice sense of pressure here. Finding that fascia. And then what we can do is we can externally rotate. 1. Good. Rotate those hips. 2. We're rotating externally that knee. 3. Excellent. Hands go back. 4. Find that little side of the glute there. 5. Good, everybody. 6. Excellent. Here we go. 7. Woo, 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 woo. 8. There it is. 9. And last but not least, 10. Beautiful. All right. We are going to that right quad. So again, only the right quad is on the mat. We're going to put it out to the side. There we go. Pressing that quad. Excellent. Now your left hip, we want to try to keep it as aligned as possible. So engage that core for me. Now, right side is dominant for a lot of us. So we are going to find, it should be no problem finding an area of tension in that right one. As soon as I laid on it, I was like, oh, there's one. Then what we do, we flex that foot and we pump. Bring that right heel into our glute for 1. Full extension, nice. 2. Good, this should feel, cringeworthy. 3, but we want to make sure, as long as we're keeping it off of the joint, keeping it off of the knee, we're finding a meaty area to press into. 4, beautiful. And it should be a little pain. If you feel a little dizziness, if you feel a little pain, sometimes you feel nausea, that's totally normal. What that means is you're releasing toxins that are hanging on in your body. 5, good. 6, oof, I'm feeling it. This right side is a tough one for me. 7, which is funny because a lot of my knee pain was in the left side. 8, good. Here we go. 9 and 10. Beautiful. All right, now I know we all have areas in that right side. So let's find another area in that right quad, roll it through, find that area, and then let's pump that out as well. Here we go. Finding area number 2 on the right side. Now again, avoid the groin, avoid the hip, but you can work it all the way up to this area. We want to avoid any joints, please. Pressing through for 1. Good, everybody. Big extension. 2, flexing those feet. 3, find that area, lean into it. 4, we're working to relieve that tension. 5, we all have so much stress. Let's lean into that. Let's get rid of it. 6, yes, work it out. Find it. I know leaning into the pain. 7 seems counterintuitive, but you can do it. 8, sending that nutrient-rich blood to heal. 9 and 10. Beautiful. All right, let's find one more area in that quad. One more area, you guys. One more area, just finding it in, leaning in. Like I said, keeping that left side off, keeping those hips nice and square. Finding that area, we can roll it. Maybe it's in the front, maybe it's on the side a little bit more. Yes, there it is for 1. Good job, everybody. 2, 3, 4, pedaling through. 5, keep pumping it, heel to glute. 6, there we go, release. Yes, 7, 8, engage that core, bring that navel to your spine. 9, and beautiful, everybody. All right, we are going to that inner thigh. Now again, we rotate our pad so that way it is going the same way. It is going vertically with our mat. We want that right knee to get up, up, up. We want it in line with our hip. Now, it's not going to give you the same if you're down here. We need to add that extension so that way we can get that IT band, everybody. So, we're stretching out, finding that area. Perfect. Oof, there's one right there. Again, this should be no trouble finding an area of tension here. And then we extend. Beautiful. Just like with our kickouts. 2. Outstanding, everybody. Here it is. 3. Find that area. Engage that core. Protect your back. 4. 5. Nice and slow. 6. Oof. Leaning into that tension. 7. You can do it. 8. We're breaking up fascia, ladies and gentlemen. Oof. 9, and I really feel it when I give my heel a full range of motion. And 10. Beautiful. Now, we're going to find one more area in that inner thigh. Now, again, it can be closer to the knee. It can be closer to the groin. Wherever you are finding it, balance it out. Find that area. Lean into it. You want to feel that pressure. You want to feel that oof, oof. That's the spot right there. And then we extend. Oh, that's the 1. Keeping that knee nice and high, everybody. 2. Excellent. We got this. 3. Kicking that leg out. 4. Like a full hydrant. 5. Yes. Oh, that's the spot right there. 6. We're almost there. Stay with it. Keep breathing. 7. If the pain feels unbearable, we need to breathe more. 8. Breathe that nutrient-rich oxygen in. 9. And last but not least, woo! 10. Beautiful, everybody. Very, very nice. Let's go to the calf. Gently, gently, gently. Moving to the calf. Excellent. Now we are doing the same thing. Move this to the calf side. We want to find the area, keeping it in the meaty part of the calf. We don't need to go into the ankle. We don't want to go into the knee. So find that area. Again, if you need to rotate to the side a little bit, it's okay with this one. You can externally rotate that knee out a little bit. Find that area. Ooh, find that area of fascia, and then we pump the brakes. 1, 2. There we go. 3. Good, everybody. Here it is. 4. Finding that area, leaning into it. 5. Good. We flex, add the flexion. 6. Good. 7, sending all that nutrient-rich blood. 8, to heal that damaged fascia. 9, by doing all the work we do, we damage our fascia all the time. 10, good. Let's find another area in that calf. Whether we shift it down, whether we even shift it to the side a little bit. If you need to go to the side to work one of the external sides of your calves, totally okay. But we just find it, lean in, and pedal for 1. Good. 2, excellent, everybody. Great flexion. 3, 4, perfect. 5, there we go. Go into 10. 6, 7, outstanding, y'all. 8, 9, and big flexion. Beautiful. There we go. Like that, ladies and gentlemen. That is our rolling out. Now, there is one move that Nino also liked to say, if we do sit a long time, it's a little bit more advanced, but if you have one of the bigger foam rollers, you can also do this. For a lot of us, again, we're here on our phones. If we have one of the longer foam rollers, what I'd like you to do, or what you can do, I want you to place your glutes on the end. You can lean back, making sure that your spine is all being taken care of, and then we open our palms up to the sky, engaging that core, letting our spine all sit. So right now, our head, spine, and hips are all being protected and cradled on this mat. If we can do that, gazes up, shoulders back, massaging in between, protecting our spine, protecting our hips. Beautiful work. But what we do here, shoulders open. Yes, chest is proud. Beautiful work today, everybody. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, gently, gently roll to the side. Excellent. All right, let's get a quick stretch, everybody. Excellent work today. Let's lay on our back, removing our roller out of the way. Excellent work. Hug those knees into the chest, rock them side to side, massaging that lower back, massaging that sciatica. Beautiful work today. Let's hug that left knee in, taking our right hand, pulling that left knee across the body for a beautiful lower back stretch. Left arm extends out to the side, gazes either up the side, or I'm sorry, up the ceiling or towards that outstretched hand. And we are holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done, everybody. Let's go right away into a figure 4 stretch on that side. So left foot goes up to the right quad. We flex our feet to protect our knees, externally rotate that left knee from deep within the hip, grabbing that right shin, and we pull in. Oh, this should feel so good on all of that broken up fascia in those hips. Outstanding work today, everybody. That was a beautiful, beautiful thing we did. Now when we're here, we want to make sure that our spine is pressed totally against the mat, that we're not arching the spine and the lower back, protecting our back. Engaging, 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 holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Release. Keeping that right knee in nice and tight. Oof. Man, my right hip is constantly, that is obviously where I'm keeping a lot of my tension. I don't know about you guys, but it is all right in this area. Holy camole. Grabbing that left hand, pulling that right knee across the body, extending that right arm out towards the side. Gaze is either up at the ceiling or towards that outstretched hand. And we're sitting into this for 10. Oh, this feels so good. 9, 8. Now, if you release the tension, 7. In those hips and those glutes, this should feel amazing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's put that right foot onto the left quad. Externally rotate that right knee from deep within the hip. Squeezing, threading the needle, squeezing that left shin into the body, flexing the feet to protect our knees. We are hanging out here for 15, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautifully done. Last but not least, hands facing the sky, shoulders against the mat. Feet are going wider than hips, please. And we are externally rotating. We got hip twisters. You know, this is a Train with Joel favorite right here. Rotating those hips. Oh, yeah. Now, if we foam rolled correctly, which I think a lot of y'all did, we should really feel some release here. You should feel a little bit of extra, I don't know, it just feels kind of, I don't know what the right word is, euphoria? It just feels kind of nice. Just sit into it, rotate those hips from side to side. Releasing tension. Let's do a couple more. Beautiful work, everybody. Really, really nice stuff today. What an awesome, awesome sort of change of pace from our usual. Working that relaxation, working those foam rollers. Now again, the foam roller is something that we can all do while we're sitting at home, while we're watching TV, while we're watching movies. Feel free to come back, watch this workout. You can also, if you want, look, I admit I'm still learning all of the foam rolling stuff. Nino is really, really good at this. So if you go back, I think earlier in last year, Nino has also taught another foam rolling session that I got a chance to actually be a part of. So if you're like, man, that felt really good, but Joel, subpar job, totally understood. Like I said, it's my first time teaching this one. So thank you for being my guinea pigs. Hopefully it wasn't too painful in the wrong way. Hopefully we got a nice little relax in. We got a nice chance to break up that fascia, everybody. Everybody thumbs up. How do we feel? Yeah? All right. Good. Look, I have to be semi-self-deprecating. It keeps my ego in check. Otherwise, it's just pure narcissism through and through. Hollywood actors. Look, I need the little bit of narcissism I can get nowadays. It's been a rough couple years. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything. Yes, I love it, Chef. Keep on foam rolling. Look, guys, the foam roll, there is no bad time for that. Okay, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. You can do it first thing in the morning once you wake up and everything. If you're feeling tight, if you're feeling stiff, it's a really great way to, again, get the body going, get that blood flowing. Because what's happening is, think of it like a roadblock. Your body is giving you a roadblock, and in order to get a good flow, you need to break up that roadblock. Get a little foam roll in, get a little stretch, drink your water. If you feel, like I said, a little dizzy, lightheaded, sometimes you'll feel a little nauseous if you have a really solid area of fascia that you need to break up, that is totally okay. So lean into it. Again, flush our bodies, drinking our water, getting our 10,000 steps. Harpercita! She was like, I want a foam roll, Mom. Hey, Harpercita, what's up, sweetie? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your Transformation Tuesday. Hopefully we feel a little bit better. Hopefully we've got some pain released. Everybody feeling good? Yeah.
Great.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for being a part of the Train with Joel family. You guys are truly one of the best parts of my week. Love seeing you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Again, we will go back to a traditional Lord of the Jungle workout on Thursday. So we're gonna break that fascia. We're gonna need the foam rolling after that. All right. It is the last week of class, I think. I think we're actually at that point. So 1 week from today will be the last class of the month. Feel free to invite your friends, neighbors, frenemies, people at random garage sales you might end up at. I don't know. I don't know what we do. Ask them all. I will be sending out invoices today, no rush, but I like to give you guys plenty of time to get to them. And that's it, you guys. Drink your water, especially right now. So again, after the foam rolling, really, really important to make sure that we flush our bodies out, okay? Like I said, you just broke up, you released a lot of toxins into the blood. You need to flush it out in order so that way we don't sit there with a lot of, if you are feeling a little ill or if you're feeling a little nauseous, flush it out. That way we feel better. Yes, that's it. Exactly. Giant jugs of water. That's how we roll with Train with Joel. I love that. That's how we roll with Train with Joel. All right, guys. I'm going to go have some coffee. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys on Thursday. Excellent work, everybody. Great job, Claire, Asha, Sis, Tom, Lisa.
See you.
Great stuff, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Get that 10,000 steps in. Again, drink plenty of water. It is summer months, so we are sweating into the summer. And I will see you guys on Thursday for our ow, 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 Lord of the Jungle. Yes, great job, everybody.
See everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Have a
Hi
great
guys, thank
day.
you.
We'll see you soon.
See you. Bye.